everybody, it's Claire from Handmade at hudsons.co.uk, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the United Kingdom. And today I wanted to show you the items that I've made using this. So this is the absolutely stunningly gorgeous lovely lipstick and Grapefruit Grove foil, which is part of the Sale-a-Bration offers. So you can receive this item for free if you spend more than £45 on Stampin' Up items before postage and packaging up until the 31st of March. So if you want them, you need to get them. So you get 4 of each colour, and they're actually 12 by 12 papers, and I've just cut them down because I've been using them, and they are absolutely stunning. So as I said, I wanted to show you what I've made with them. So the first item that I have made uses a number of Sale-a-Bration items. So this uses the mini pizza boxes and also the sequined embossing folder. And then I have used the absolutely gorgeous pieces of cake stamp set and the cake builder punch. So the cake builder punch as a bundle with the stamp set and by itself is unavailable at the moment because you lovely people have bought all of them. So they are back in stock in America, and we have been told that they will be back in stock in Europe probably in the middle of April. So inside here I have got some 3x3 note cards. So I have used the thick Whisper White paper to make these note cards, and I cut the piece of paper to 3x6 and then scored them down the middle. And then I have stamped the stamp, which is Happy Birthday, in Stays On, and then cut it out using the cake builder punch. But before that, I watercoloured in lovely lipstick in Grapefruit Grove. And then actually, you won't believe this, but this is grey granite, so I've been watercolouring grey granite, and they don't actually look like the same colour. So it depends on how dark you make the watercolour. And I think these look really rather cute. And then I've popped them up on mini dimensionals so that they're not obvious. So the bigger dimensionals are amazing, the mini dimensionals are fabulous, I love them. And then inside I've just put Happy Birthday, which is also from the piece of cake stamp set. So what I will do is I will add some 3x3 envelopes to this and give it to my friend to give to other people for their birthdays. So my next example, just going to close this up. My next example is this one. So this is a direct copy from a card which I saw on Pinterest. So when I get a new stamp set or bundle, first thing I do is go on Pinterest and pin items that I love, that I think I should make, the bits that I like, things that inspire me. So it might not always be Stampin' Up, it might be another stamp company that use similar items that I think, oh, I could use Stampin' Up for that. So this is an absolutely gorgeous card. It is using a thick piece of Whisper White that I made into a note card. Then I've got a layer of the lovely lipstick foil. Then I have embossed a piece of white card with the lace dynamic textured embossing folder. Mouthful. Then I have also cut out from the foil the Love You using the Well Said dies, and then I have also cut out the gorgeous hearts, and these are stunning, from the absolutely gorgeous Be Mine stitched shape framelits. I'm in love with the stitched shape framelits, whether it be the rectangles or the original ones that came out a while ago, and I think they look absolutely gorgeous. So there we go. And then I've just glued them down, as you can tell, because I've got a bit of glue there, but it's fine, it's still pretty. So I will show you my next card. So my next card uses an embossing folder. So it uses, there we go, the lovely floral dynamic embossing folder. And this is part of the Share What You Love suite. you would have seen this quite a lot last year when it was part of the pre-release, so you could buy it in May rather than June from the annual catalogue. And I have just simply run this through my die machine and added it to a piece or a Whisper White note card, and then taken a Let's Celebrate You from the Itty Bitty Birthdays, which is one of my favourite stamp sets, and cut that down to make it quite little. I think that looks really rather cute. And then I've used a faceted gem. Now, I am a bit guilty of not using these enough. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I will step away from just using them on daisies. They are stunning. I think it's because they're in a different place to my other embellishments, so I don't always think of using them. But this is absolutely stunning. And then my next example also uses an embossing folder, and this uses the Tufted embossing folder. I have taken a piece of the Grapefruit Grove and foil and put it through the embossing folder and then through the Big Shot, and then I've added it to a simple piece of Grapefruit Grove note card, and then I have stamped the Hope Your Day is as amazing as you from the Incredible Like You stamp set onto a piece of card, Grapefruit Grove card, and then added it with the dimensionals to the card so that it pops out. Now, the Incredible Like You stamp set is one of the stamp sets that I got for free when I went to Onstage event in Birmingham last November, and we are going to Onstage again in a few weeks. I'm so excited, I can't wait to see the new catalogue. It's going to be amazing, and that's one of the fab perks of being a demonstrator. You get to see the catalogue early, so you will get to see it in the middle of April, and it goes live in June. How exciting, can't wait to see. So yeah, this is an absolutely gorgeous card, I adore it, and the sentiment is stamped in lovely lipstick, and I love this rainbow, it's just amazing. And another card that I got the idea from Pinterest was this one. So I have taken a basic black card base and added the lovely lipstick foil, and I've also cut out bits of lovely lipstick from this sheet here, which you can't see because it's hidden behind, and these are the balloons. I have added a piece of the Botanical Butterflies DSP onto Whisper White, and then I've taken the Happy Birthday from the piece of cake stamp set and stamped and cut it out with the classic label punch. Now for the balloons, this is silver baker's twine, and what I tend to do with balloons is I tend to wrap the baker's twine round, pin it down or stick it down with fuse, and then wrap it back round and then down, so that this bit here is actually from up here rather than from the side of there, because I find it easier to use that way. And if you bring it down after you've wrapped it over, it can sometimes come off quite easily. So then I have added some more fuse to this banner here, and then stuck this on with dimensionals to give it a bit of boom, oomph, boom. So I think I quite like that. So this is Kate from Pinterest as well, and I absolutely adore this card. So one of my favourite things to do with this was actually to emboss onto it. So this is a piece of the lovely lipstick foil, which is added to a piece of lovely lipstick card. So there's two layers and then a lovely lipstick card base. I have used the Crackle background stamp and stamped in Versamark, and then added the gold embossing powder and then heated it up. Now the trick to heating the embossing powder, as I have learnt, as you may see in a minute, is to heat it off the card to ensure that as soon as the embossing powder melts, to move it as quickly as possible, and also not to hold it too close to the edge. If it goes too close to the edge, it will roll. And then I have also used the Pretty Label Punch, and then the Label Me Pretty is the Happy Birthday to You. Isn't that gorgeous? And I adore that. and I think it looks really rather cute. So as I said, I was having fun with embossing on this. So this is using the Tree Rings stamp set. It uses the Pretty Label Punch again, apart from I've used the Mr. and Mrs. from the Piece of Cake stamp set. I've used a flower from the Be Mine stitch framelits, and that is concealing the fact that that is what's happened when you, that is what happens when you heat emboss it, and it tends to roll in the corner. So let's just stick this back on. So I have taken a piece of Grapefruit Grove foil. I've cut this out in Grapefruit Grove as well, and then I've added it onto one of the silver foil cards. Now these are fabulous because you have the combined use of a note card and the foil without having to buy both of them together, and also you don't have to cut down your foil to make layers. So you don't have to spend as much on that or time either, so you just simply get it out of the cupboard and whack it on, technical term. And I think that looks really rather cute. And of course I've used silver embossing powder on this one rather than gold, and I do love that. So I like the lovely lipstick with gold and the Grapefruit Grove with silver, but you can mix it up, so I think that looks perfect. I think that's quite a cute wedding card. So I have also been using dies with the foil, and they are perfect. So for this card, I saw something similar on Pinterest, but they used black. I'm thinking I don't want black, I think it's a bit harsh. So I went for Night of Navy. So this is a Night of Navy card base with a Grapefruit Grove foil layer, and I've gutted the inside of the layer as well, so if you took this apart there are holes in the Grapefruit Grove, but that means that you get more bang for your buck, I guess, in some ways, because you can use more of the card. So I've taken this Happy Birthday and cut that out, and I think that looks really rather cute, and I quite like that. So one of the thoughts that I had was Christmas. And yes, I'm talking about Christmas in March, but card makers do make cards all year round. So I thought it would look gorgeous on a Christmas card. So I have taken the Grapefruit Grove sheet, and I have cut it out using the Starlight framelits, and then I folded them and added them to a piece of Whisper White. So to give it some oomph in the middle, I have taken 3 mini dimensionals, stuck it down in the middle, and then used some small glue dots, mini glue dots, on the edges to keep it down so that it doesn't move around. Then I have taken the Merry Christmas from the Star of Light stamp set, and that is my favourite Merry Christmas, and added that in real red. And then obviously we've got a layer around the outside again, which I've gutted, and a piece of real red that I have made the card base from, and I think they are absolutely gorgeous. So I'll bring some of these back in. So I hope that you have enjoyed my video today. If you've got any questions, please contact me. My email is claire@handmadeathudsons.co.uk. You can find me on Facebook, Handmade at Hudsons. You can find me on Pinterest, where you will see what I am pinning to for inspiration. And if you've got any questions, please let me know. A picture of all the cards will be in the gallery below. And thank you very much for pressing play on the video today. Thanks, bye.